The content of this podcast is intended for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute financial, investment, or legal advice. The views expressed are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the position of Apel or its affiliates. Apel is registered and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission, Nigeria.
Hello viewers, you're welcome to yet another episode of Apel Podcast. Apel is a one-stop financial solutions provider focused in providing integrated financial services to clients in areas such as securities trading, asset management, corporate finance, trusteeship, and registrarship. My name is Silva Okudiri-Chinonso. I'm a legal practitioner with keen interest in capital markets, finance, and trusteeship. And drum rolls, I have my colleagues with me in the house today. So ladies first. So we're starting with Ngozi Maduka. Ngozi is a graduate of economics, an investment banker, an associate member, Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers, and an authorized dealing clerk of the Nigerian Exchange. Ngozi has over 7 years experience in corporate finance and transaction arrangements.
Hello.
Here also with me today is Toby Falebe. Toby Falebe is a graduate of accounting, an associate chartered accountant with over 15 years experience.
Hello, viewers.
And the outstanding Osayin Nofio. This is Mr. My suits are always on point. He's a graduate of accounting, an associate chartered accountant with over 17 years of experience.
Good day, Silva.
You're all welcome to the podcast. So we have a very interesting line of questions as well as the topic for today. First of all, a few weeks back, there was this trending story on social media of a young man he made money basically from trading securities, cryptocurrency. And that's about 2 to 3 years back. And he had money. He was in money. He was spending and all. And a few weeks ago, he was, on social media asking and soliciting for funds. And so many people were like, what happened? How has the mighty fallen? What happened to the money? And in the words of Cubana chief priest, what is better than money? More money. Our topic today is more money won't save you. Do you agree or do you disagree? Ngozi, what are your thoughts? More money won't save you. Do you agree with this?
Well, more money would not save you, but it will get you to where you want to be. Is what I have in mind. You know, when you first said more money won't save you, I thought about how one can use money to get what they want in order to even get more money. Do you understand? So even if you have more money, you should still be able to turn that money around exponentially. So that's my...
At the end of the day, more money is the goal. Toby.
Okay, thank you, Silva. For me, more money is fine. However, there's a general saying that nothing lasts forever, but there is a chance for preservation. That's why we have preservation. Nothing lasts forever, truly, but you can preserve, which means if you make more money, you have to have a room to save it for your future needs.
So we all agree that earning more doesn't always mean financial security, right?
Yes.
Definitely, I agree.
Not for you. Why do we think that earning more doesn't mean financial security? If I'm earning more, if maybe let's say I'm earning 100,000 naira and then I my salary gets increased and now I'm earning 200, doesn't that mean financial security?
Yeah, that takes me to the case of the footballers or the politicians while in political offices.
Okay.
They are very rich at that point in time, but they are not building financial independence. More money won't save you if you don't save, if you don't invest in things that would assure your future. You should invest in assets. So if you don't save the money, even if you make, no matter how much you make, it won't save you.
Lack of savings and investments. Even when you're earning more, they've increased your salary, you're having money from people who are dashing you and all that, and you're not saving, you're not investing. That would not give you financial security. That being said, what are the biggest money mistakes people make regardless of their income level? What are the biggest, Toby?
Okay. The ones that me I've observed actually, it's going into competition that is not needed, right?
Okay.
A lot of people tend to live their future now, which it's a mistake, right? That will get definitely caught up with you. So living your future now is like spending what you should not at this point in time when you've not have something that generates more income for you. So you spending is spending on liability, but you spending in investments makes you invest in something that keeps growing money for you in order to take care of those liabilities.
I want to just
Okay.
add, I just want to add to what to be said. And I think for me, money in terms of mistakes is you don't plan and you don't understand who you are. So before you even start the planning process, you as a person and an individual should know who you are, what your likes are, what your expenses are, what your income is, and try and adjust that so that it suits your lifestyle. So you're not on a monthly or weekly basis looking for money because you did not plan. So understand yourself, then plan your money towards what it is that you want to achieve. So I think first for me, it's understanding. of who you
Excellent
are.
point.
So it's more or less like saying that someone earning more money or whatever amount you're earning, you lack the discipline of managing the fund. So no matter what, no matter the amount, there's no emergency fund. You're investing in investment that you have zero knowledge about and something like that, you eventually lose the money. That's basically the rule that guides you guarding the money and growing the money for future sake.
Biggest money mistakes from all we've just conversed about are: one, lack of discipline. We all agree on that.
Yeah.
Also, lack of planning. When you do not plan. There is also competition. Like Toby had earlier said, living above your means. Fake it till you make it. Shall take it easy before you go and jam rock. But like he said, know where you draw the line when it has to do with competition. We've mentioned, saving money. We've mentioned the rich. Even Mr. Nofyu gave examples of, politicians and even some of them in sports area. So what do we think is the major difference between when we say this person is rich and this person is wealthy? Because for me, over my head, I'm thinking it's the same thing now. When I'm rich, I'm wealthy. Now, if I'm rich, I'm rich.
Someone who is rich for the present. Like, if you say you're a rich person, it means that you have some level of financial security, right?
Okay.
But someone who is wealthy is someone that even when he's asleep, money is still making money for himself. Is how I put it in my own simple definition, right? A rich person needs to do much more to get to the stage of a wealthy person. So it's still a progress. They are still going on a journey. You can be rich today, but in order to attain that wealthy status, you need to make money work for you. And so I think people that are wealthy are people who are efficiently turning over their cash flows.
Toby, what's your thoughts?
I agree with my colleague actually, and also I want to push it back to you. I want to ask a question. Would you rather have a tank filled with water or a well that doesn't dry?
Okay, a tank filled with water, I can exhaust that over the years. But a well that doesn't run dry, there will always be water there now. So
Okay,
I think
fine.
I'll go with the well.
Okay, that means you've answered the question you asked. So, being rich is you having a tank filled with water, right? For being wealthy is you having a well that doesn't dry. So there is a thin line between you being rich and you being wealthy. And the thin line, it's you knowing what asset is and what liability is. Being rich, definitely you have the money, you might be spending or big, right? But whatever you're spending on that doesn't generate something for you is a liability. But being wealthy is you spending on something that will be an asset generating income for you. So an asset put money in your pocket, a liability take money out of your pocket.
Wow. So spend money on assets since it generates more money
So
for you.
to further buttress the point, being rich is more or less like short term. It's something that you need to work a whole lot of hard work before you turn to wealth. So, it's more or less like building a system. When you talk about wealth, it's passed from a generation to a generation. It's something of an idea that sinks in the person that is building the wealth. Might appear just like an average person. However, the wealth, the fund, the resources, the investment in assets, investment in real estate, investment in all sorts of things that generate income are basically there. But they may not be glaring in the short run, but in the long run, simple sickness, simple anything, the rich man is gone, but the wealthy man is funding it and is basically doing fine.
I think this is over the roof. Like, Ngozi had even mentioned that make money while you sleep. And how can you do this? Through investments. And only the wealthy people are those who have investments. Me, I want to be among the wealthy gang. Team wealthy. So yes, we're going to be doing what? Saving and investing. What are the simple smart money habits that prevent, financial self-sabotage? We've mentioned several habits that we can put into place that would help us, gain financial security. So what are the simple smart money habits that can help prevent the financial self-sabotage that we're talking about? So we don't end up being poor or falling into the rich team, not the wealthy team.
I think we'll be emphasizing the fact that we all need to be disciplined when it comes to funding, financing, income, money, whatever that we have.
Correct.
So we need to be very detailed as it relates to budgeting. We need to maintain budget and ensure that we maintain discipline in whatever we budgeted in our books. So also we need to prepare for emergency fund, emergency issues, things can actually pop up and something like that. And be very careful of investing on investments that we are not informed about. Get rich quick strategy and all the rest. We need to be very careful because majority of all, as I've said earlier, footballers, sportsmen, politicians, even boxers. We heard of Mike Tyson and somewhat like Evan Holyfield in the past. They eventually lose the whole money they made while they are boxing. So this discipline is really, really critical, and you need to always ensure that you are consistent and maintain everything that you.
Smart money habit number 1, budgeting. And this budgeting, you have to impute planning into it. Toby, what else? What other habits can, we apply that would help us too?
All right. For me, I think the general mistake people make is that they tend to save what is left after they spend, which they ought to spend what is left after they save. So if you want to wait till after you make your spendings before you save, believe you me, you have nothing left to save.
Save first, is it for you?
Yes, because your needs are insatiable. You will always keep getting more needs. But if you make it an habit to ensure that you save first before you spend, then surely you have something to fall back on. And that's what, generates more income for you.
Ngozi, do you agree with this? Save first.
So, like my colleagues, very learned, have said, I agree with them, but I want to take a cue from what Toby said. And that's your needs are insatiable. And so sometimes you may want to do certain things. What me and my own perspective is try to plan. So if you know that you want to attend, say, an event in August, don't wait till August to start gathering all your salary to go and attend that event, or all the money you made from your business to attend that event. Plan your expenses. That's why I said from the beginning, you have to understand yourself. Some people are investment inclined, and there's people that are investment inclined and also want to, have fun on the side. And there's some people that they have their goals, they have their, budget and everything. We're all different, which is why I said initially, apart from planning and budgeting, understand who you are. So that it's not a case of, my mates are doing this, so let me do it. But you yourself, you're not comfortable with what you are doing. So if you know that in your budget, you have 30 December there, start in January to plan for your 30 December in December. Do you understand? Don't wait till December to start planning so that in January you start drinking Gary or at worst be on the streets. That's just it. So those are the money mistakes that I think people make. They don't plan ahead and they want to have it all. You can't have it all if you don't plan. You have to plan, and planning starts with you understanding who you are. So that's just it for me.
So it all starts with budgeting, and budgeting, like we said, also have planning and investing, saving as well, and understanding who you are. So before Toby Johnson, there was something Toby said. Toby said that we should save first before we, carry out any form of expense.
Yeah.
So what about dash money? When I get money that is not expected, that is not part of my income, why should I go ahead to save first? It's dash money now. I should spend it. It should go for expenses now.
Okay, for me, the principle that has really worked for me for dash money that you mentioned, which I take as a windfall income, it's for me to save it. It's not my money, because I didn't plan to have it. So if I didn't plan to have something and it comes to me, then it should go for saving first for me to have a plan for it. Yes.
I don't agree, but I don't agree.
Ngozi doesn't agree, and I think I support that view that she has. Let's hear you out. Why don't you agree? Toby said we should save every dash money we
Like
get.
Toby said, this is, we are living a life that deals with planning. And me as a person, if someone dashes me money today, it depends on the amount though. If someone gives you 10K, what do you want to save in that 10K? Meanwhile, I have already planned that there's this movie that's coming out and I want to see it. Someone dashing money, that's just a debit and credit as far as I'm concerned in my own books, because I don't need to now set out money from my books. I will just use that money. It's dash money. Yeah?
Not few. So no, before we start arguing these things out now, dash money isn't part of the budget.
It's not.
We have our monthly income, whether from our salaries or, side businesses or whatever, and we budget with that.
Exactly.
Now, all of a sudden, a good Samaritan sees you and say, "Oh, fine girl, take this 100,000 naira." You now say, "I should save that one too." That's what Toby is saying. Ngozi said you should use it and watch movie. Me, I will use it and find what will I will buy hair. I will add it to what I will budget for hair. Or go on a spa date. Do you agree with us, or you're towing the line of Toby?
What Toby is basically saying is just that you don't have the money as part of your plan. So don't now create a lifestyle inflation at that point in time. Save the money for it to generate future income for you. And that even fast track your saving leaning towards financial independence. So if you now have such dash money that can quickly push you to wealth, that give you financial security in such a way that you are balanced, you can then sometimes in the future keep watching. Movies will keep coming out every year. They will keep producing years. They will keep producing all this. So you can always enjoy that at any point in time. But fast track your savings that make you achieve your goal very fast. With that money, windfall that come without plan.
I agree with with Nofil on his fast tracking our savings to achieve our goals and all of that. I agree with him. But what's my own point? Because we started giving English now for dash money, and it's so basic. It's just money that you did not plan for. You did not plan, because your whole budget is that this is the income I'm receiving, this is my expenditure, these are my needs, these are my wants. Do you understand? That's your budget. But dash money,
I understand,
is what you don't even foresee coming.
Do you know that?
But you can have Toby, you can have the discipline to say, okay, out of this 100K my uncle gave me or my aunt gave me, I can say, okay, I'll take 20 and put in my savings, and you have 80 to play around. That is still, in my own opinion, budgeting my dash money.
I think I still hope.
But let's not be giving it nickname like windfall.
Definitely, because the truth of the matter is that it's a windfall income and it won't keep coming. Right. I want to borrow a clue from the knowledge of the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes. That says that the goal is not actually to look for more pay, but the goal is to actually make money works for you. Yes. So if you keep looking for dash money, it won't keep coming. But the goal is to make it work for you. The one you have, make sure you put it in good use. Save it, let it earn more income for you, and you can spend from the earnings.
Okay, so viewers, let's end this argument. We now have Team Toby, and Team Ngozi. In the comment section, please state what you think. Should we save dash money? Or we should spend dash money? We should use it for Dorime for the period of time.
Dash money is not something that you
just
get
comment
time.
in the comments.
It's one-off. It helps to accelerate your savings.
But at the end of the day, saving is very important, and investments also. So how does Apel help individuals grow and sustain their wealth effectively? At the beginning of the podcast, I introduced Apel to us. How will Apel help you, to save and grow your investment so that you can be wealthy? Ngozi?
So at Apel, we are an integrated financial services firm, which means we have expertise that range from trusteeship, securities trading, corporate finance, whatever it is that you need to achieve. Apel has the products to, attend to those needs. And so, if you want to get married, for example, we have products that help you to save towards that goal. If you are saving towards, education, we have products that help to achieve that. Even if your children are minors now and you're looking for schools that you want them to attend, you want them to attend premium Ivy League schools, we have products that you can use to achieve those goals. So we have a whole lot in our package, for our audiences online, and we hope that you can reach out to us for all your needs.
To tap into any of our services. So we, like the saying, we have tech bros. Today, what we have in the house is accounting bros. These ones are telling us save. Cut all your expenses and keep saving. So not few. Final words. How can Apel help our viewers and individuals, sustain and grow their wealth?
Okay, so for every individual that wants to invest in the money they've kept aside, the savings that we've been talking about, for you to grow the wealth, you don't just keep aside, you keep growing the wealth. You grow such wealth by investing. That's why Apel is there for you. Apel has a whole lot of product to cater for every individual that decides to, whether stockbroking, whether investing in fixed placement, all sort of things that you intend to invest in. We have a whole lot of product for you. Ethical product. We have ethical product for anyone that invests in ethical product and something like that. So Apel is one-stop financial service provider. So we are ready at any point in time to help everybody grow to their desired level.
Exactly. Apel is your one-stop financial provider. This is your last bus stop. We are here to help you save. We are here to help you invest. Mr. Toby, last words.
Okay, thank you. I think for me, my colleagues have said so much about what you can benefit from us. Actually, if you're looking at growing your wealth, Apel is your safe haven. For me, I will use myself as an example. Before now, I find it out for me to save because over time, keeping my money in savings accounts, I keep getting a debit alert. Right. So I keep losing money because, of course, I get more charges on me saving my money. But ever since I've known about Apel, I get more return on my money. So instead of getting charges, I get more income on it. So
that's great. Splendid. Thank you all so much for riding with us on today's episode of Apel Podcast. We do hope you learned a lot. If you have any inquiries or questions, you can drop same in the comment section. We would reply. And you can also reach out to us via our website at www.apel.com.ng. You can also call any of our numbers displayed on the screen right now, or you can send us an email on our email address displayed on the screen. Until next time, I remain your host, Silva Chinonso Okoduri. Do have a lovely day. Bye.
Bye.